What NBA celebrities said about Kobe Bryant passing away. Nobody took Kobe Bryant's helicopter death lightly. As reports started to trickle in, nobody, including NBA players, wanted to believe the reports. But as more news started to surface, the unimaginable happened. Kobe, his daughter, and 7 other passengers passed away due to a helicopter accident. These NBA celebrities couldn't hold back after hearing the news that Kobe Bryant passed away. Keep watching to find out what these NBA celebrities said about Kobe Bryant after his death. LeBron James. After Kobe Bryant passed away after the helicopter accident, along with 8 other people, thousands of fans began posting on social media putting Kobe in their prayers. LeBron waited to post on social media as he grieved Kobe's death. In an Instagram post on the day after the accident, LeBron wrote a powerful message as he referred to Bryant as his brother. He wrote, "I'm not ready, but here I go. Man, I'm sitting here trying to write something for this post, but every time I try, I begin crying again and just thinking about you, niece Gigi, and the friendship, bond, and brotherhood we had," James wrote on Instagram. James said in his post that he was devastated and heartbroken. Kobe Bryant celebrated LeBron James for passing him on NBA's all-time scoring list in his last Twitter post ever, and LeBron took that final message to heart. "I promise you, I'll continue your legacy, man," James continued in his post. "Please give me the strength from the heavens above and watch over me. I got us here. There's so much more I want to say, but just can't right now because I can't get through it. Until we meet again, my brother." We didn't realize it, but the two had a special relationship. Instead, us fans tried to argue about who the better player was. It's safe to say Kobe or LeBron didn't worry about that aspect of history. They were both themselves in unique ways. That last Kobe tweet about James was for passing him on the NBA all-time scorers list as the 3rd highest scorer in NBA history. James had scored 33,655 points throughout his career. Bryant scored 33,643. Continuing to move the game forward at King James, Bryant tweeted on the night before the accident, "Much respect, my brother." Oddly enough, in early February, LeBron James threw down a dunk tribute to Kobe Bryant last week, and he didn't even try to do it. James had a double clutch reverse dunk on a breakaway against the Rockets at Staples Center that literally looked identical to one Bryant did. A member of the Lakers video team put the slam side by side on the team's Twitter account, leading it to go viral. It was one of the most amazing things someone had ever posted. Twitter fell in love. "I really didn't predetermine that either until I jumped," James told reporters after they beat the Warriors. "I just jumped and kind of figured it out, and then it's crazy how it's the same exact dunk, the same exact hoop that Kobe did it on. 19 years ago or something like that? That was nice." He then told his teammates it was like the movie The Sixth Man. Bryant took control of him during the sequence, which teammate JaVale McGee called pretty dope. "Kobe came down, put himself in my body, and gave me that dunk on the break," James said. The tribute even continued in the James family. LeBron watched the video with his son Bronny before Sierra Canyon High School's loss to Long Island Lutheran on Saturday. Bronny nailed the dunk in pregame warmups. "Kobe is in all of us right now," James said. NBA photographer Andrew D. Bernstein was able to capture James in flight to the hoop on the jam. "When I saw it for the first time, I was like, holy shit, that is an unbelievable photo," James said. "And then I found out how it was taken." James is just one of plenty of NBA players saddened by the loss, but Kobe is certainly there in spirit. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal had an on and off relationship with Kobe Bryant throughout his player career. The two players became friends again after basketball was over. But after the passing of Kobe, Shaq realized how valuable life is. There's no reason to get worked up over things that aren't that big of a deal. He said that he would now bury the hatchet with enemies in the wake of Kobe Bryant's helicopter accident. Shaq has a whole new perspective on life, as many people do. "You don't realize how long you have left," O'Neal said on the latest episode of his The Big podcast co-hosted by John Kincaid. "I'm all about being hard and all that, but I'm gonna have to delete my beef and my confrontation clause. I don't want to do that anymore. I guess I just call all the people I've had discrepancies with and say, look man, I love you." On that same episode, O'Neal admitted he couldn't fall asleep at night. He had also lost his sister Aisha in October to cancer. "I haven't been sleeping after Aisha's death because not thinking about just the good times, but the times I could have did something, or I could have said something, or could have did something different, or could have loved her more, or could have showed her more support. And the same thing hit when I found out this news," he said. Shaq and Kobe led the Lakers to 3 consecutive championships from 2000 to 2002, but then their relationship took a tumble, and there was no secret on why Shaq was traded to the Miami Heat in 2004. "I'm sick right now," O'Neal said on the podcast. "And I know some idiot's gonna bring up the relationship me and Kobe had. Our relationship was that of brothers. We're brothers on this podcast, John. We argue all the time. But in real life, when I see you and your lovely wife, it's all about respect." Kobe's death has given plenty of people a new perspective on life. If we can, as a world, forgive and forget for minor differences, Shaq would be one happy person. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar continues to use the word senseless when describing Kobe Bryant's death along with 8 others. Before his death, Bryant released books, won an Oscar with an incredible winning film while also developing podcasts. Kobe, of course, established himself as a successful youth basketball coach. The Los Angeles Lakers legend had more time to put in with family, and he was enjoying every minute of it. NBA legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar couldn't believe the news. "It's just so senseless that he's not here," Abdul-Jabbar told the People magazine. "It really doesn't make any sense to see someone leave before they really had a chance to really show what they're all about," he adds. Abdul-Jabbar led the Lakers to 5 NBA titles during the 1980s and became one of the all-time greats for the Lakers. "Like everyone, I appreciated Kobe's incredible athletic skills," Abdul-Jabbar said. Abdul-Jabbar is currently the leader in points. Bryant had MVP honors in 2008, won 2 more championships in 2009 and 2010, and made the NBA All-Star team 18 times. After scoring 60 points in his final game at age 37, Bryant ended his career in 3rd place on the all-time scoring list, 4,744 points behind first place Abdul-Jabbar at 38,387. Bryant is currently in 4th after LeBron passed Kobe the night before his death. During his retirement, Bryant established the Mamba Sports Academy to pass along his knowledge of basketball to the next generation. His daughter Gianna quickly became one of the best players in the academy. "I used to play peekaboo with Gianna when she was 5 and 6 years old," Abdul-Jabbar recalled. "To see that she doesn't get a chance to shine with all the promise she possessed, it's a really pointless tragedy, and that's what we have to deal with. It's just incredibly saddening," Abdul-Jabbar continued. "Kobe was just beginning that story, and it had to end so tragically and suddenly. I think this sense of loss is really what has affected people." Scottie Pippen. A Bulls legend and Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen was on Good Morning America the day after the accident and discussed the legacy of Kobe. Pippen was finishing his career in the NBA when Kobe just entered the league as a 17-year-old. When Pippen retired, Kobe was already a 6-time All-Star and a 3-time NBA champ. Pippen discussed Kobe's drive and mentality, where his competitive fire was unmatched. He also admitted that Michael Jordan had a large impact on Kobe's career. "I look back at Kobe and I watch his growth and development," Pippen explained on Good Morning America. "He was one of those players that idolized Michael Jordan, but he mimicked Michael Jordan in a lot of ways. And it was a guy that, I watched him on film on one of the greatest players that ever played the game in Michael Jordan, and he emulated his game to a T, and to some degree overcame all of his weaknesses and became, to me, one of the greatest players ever to play the game." Pippen was also a part of one of Kobe's greatest moments in his career. When the Kobe-Shaquille O'Neal Lakers were looking to bring in their first NBA title with head coach Phil Jackson in the 1999-2000 season, they had to compete against the Portland Trail Blazers team in the Western Conference Finals, which of course was led by veterans like Pippen, Rasheed Wallace, and Steve Smith. The series ended up going 7 games, and even with the pressure and spotlight on Kobe, the Lakers won, after coming back from a 15-point deficit in Game 7. I've heard a few players even say it. Kobe Bryant has no weaknesses in his basketball game. He worked hard at everything and became great at every part of his game. DWade. The former Miami Heat great DWade posted an emotional video on the same day of the accident to the death of Kobe. "I came in the league and I chased him," Wade said. "That's who I chased. I wanted to be respected by him, and once I reached that level, I knew I did something. Kobe, thank you, man. Thank you for all the memories. We've got a lot of good ones. These tears that we cry, we're gonna miss you. And it's not leaving today, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. We'll forever, forever miss you, man. You're a legend. You're an icon. You're a father. You're a husband. You're a son. You're a brother. You're a friend. Thank you for being my friend. I love you, brother." Wade was very emotional when he posted his tribute to Kobe. You could see legitimate tears in his eyes. It's easy to see how Kobe influenced others and cared for the entire brotherhood that's in the NBA. Magic Johnson. Earvin Magic Johnson had a remarkable career with the Lakers after 13 strong seasons with Los Angeles. Magic is now president of basketball operations for the Lakers, and wanted to show his remembrance of Kobe Bryant in a series of tweets. Johnson posted 8 tweets to honor Bryant's legacy on and off the court. "As I try to write this post, my mind is racing," Johnson said in a tweet. I'm in disbelief and have been crying all morning over this devastating news that Kobe and his young daughter Gigi have passed away. My friend, a legend, husband, father, son, brother, Oscar winner, and greatest Laker of all time is gone. It's hard to accept. Kobe was a leader of our game, a mentor to both male and female players. Johnson continued, "Words can't express the impact that he had on the game of basketball. He was such an icon, but he also did so much for LA. He was passionate about serving the homeless and was an advocate for women's basketball. Coaching his daughter's basketball team brought him so much happiness. Kobe and I shared so many special conversations about life and basketball. We had so much in common off the court. I used to love talking to him about Lakers basketball, being fathers and husbands, and how much we loved Italy. I will miss those conversations and him so much." Johnson finished his Twitter tribute saying that he and his family would always be here for the Bryant family. "Laker Nation, the game of basketball in our city will never be the same without Kobe. Cookie and I are praying for Vanessa, his beautiful daughters Natalia, Bianca, and Capri, as well as his parents Joe and Pam and his sisters. We will always be here for the Bryant family. We love you forever, number 8 and number 24, Johnson concluded.